Okay, we're good. We are now live. We're now going out to the World Wide Web, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the press conference for the final round here at Wembley. It's been an epic tour. There's been no doubt about that. So everybody watching at home, we're going to get some feedback from these guys and talk through the whole series and how it's gone. And we're going to start actually on this occasion with the promoter, the boss man, Mr. Matt Bates. Matt, yeah, give it up for Matt, by the way, for playing on.
Thank you.
From my standpoint out there on the floor, it's been an amazing tour, you know. From your standpoint, making it all British, how have you felt that it's gone?
Better than I ever thought it could do. I remember sending you a WhatsApp saying, "What do you think if we make this all British?" And
I said, yes, do it.
So there was, honestly, I can't thank these boys enough, and I know I've said that enough to them, but also, like, the public for buying tickets and you guys for being here and supporting it. You know, you don't have to be here. There's plenty of other things to do in life, but for us to put a series together and take the risk in doing it, it takes over your life. You know, it really, really does. You're away from your family all the time, just like you guys. But the reward is seeing arenas sold out and the atmosphere really great and a sport that I passionately love, hopefully thriving, you know. And that's why I think it's been so good to get you guys along, because as much as, you know, Tommy, you're at an age now where, you know, you're not far away from the end of your career, and you know, Conrad is... No, that's not negative, it's just reality, you know, and he said it as well. And then Conrad and Josh are two young kids that have still got a long career ahead of them. And I don't quite know how you're still here, if I'm honest. Yeah. But, you know, it's... But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for the industry for supporting it. I'm grateful for all of the fans for spending their hard-earned cash on tickets. And all I can ever hope is that we can just make it bigger and better. And even if it doesn't ever go into another country, because I've rattled on about that for a decade and I've never done it, so I've just massively failed. But if it ever grows to maybe 2 or 3 or 4 more rounds, that's all I can ever hope for. So thanks to everyone. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well done, Matt. Absolutely. I'm sure... over the next few months, Matt and the team will digest it all and then consider where we're going to go with it for 2024. Let's move on to the top 3 this evening then. Another epic final. Jack Brunel, give it up for Jack Brunel coming in 3rd. You might want to move the mic a little bit closer, Jack. So, listen, that was emotional out there tonight. Again, sorry to pull on the heartstrings or whatever, but you had so many people supporting you tonight. And, you know, you really dug deep at this whole tour. It didn't get off how you wanted to, but you've been trying to catch up ever since. And all your heart has been put out on the track over the series, no doubt.
Yeah, it's been a good series. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, coming in, I felt like I could have won it. Obviously, the first race, being in hospital, as much as you can make it an excuse, I'll still come back and race. These boys are still faster than me. I think if I weren't hurt enough, I would have been there a little bit more. But they're so strong. They ride really good. When the tracks deteriorate a little bit, they're British Championship motocross racers. You know what I mean? They normally lap me on a motocross track. So to be out there doing Supercross next to them, I'm happy. Happy to, like I said, my goal was to be a podium, and I managed to do that. So that was the goal coming into it. I've had 3rd every race, but I'll take that because I'm 3rd in the championship in front of these, obviously behind these two. And in front of a good field, like they're all good MX riders anyway, and some really good Supercross riders. So yeah, we'll take that. The media's been good, like I said. It's pushed and pushed, so I'll keep backing it for as long as I can until I don't enjoy racing no more. And I enjoyed racing tonight. So yeah, big thank you to the guys for putting on the great event.
I'm sure that's put extra fuel in the fire to come back stronger and better next year. Already, you're going to go away and think about it, but I'm guessing you're going to be pounding out so many laps on the Arenacross track between now and January next year.
Yeah, I didn't used to make myself dizzy, to be fair, the amount of laps I do. But have a little rest now. Like I said, we've got a baby due in the next 3 weeks, so that's going to be nice for number 3. So it's a hectic time. Just so busy working at the moment as well. Obviously, I didn't really bring it up last time, but these guys have all got mechanics. There's me and my little brother in the garage changing tyres on Thursday night. I wish I would have shown. I was going to do a little story to show everyone, you know, these boys have probably never changed a tyre in their life or a filter. So that's the things my dad used to do with me, though. That's the biggest difference, like losing him. Everything was at his house, so they used to just do the bike. I'd phone him after work and say, right, meet me at the track. I'll just go straight from work to the track. It used to make life a lot easier, but now, like I said, the family's come together really strong, and my brother's come out racing. Obviously, my little brother comes out a lot more, helping me with the bike, so they know how tough it is, obviously. But I enjoy riding Arenacross, and I will keep riding Arenacross because that's what I want to do. Like I said last time, I don't want to ride 35 minutes in a piss wet field and get 50 quid for 10th place, if I get 10th place. So, yeah, I'll keep backing Arenacross as much as I can and what Matt does, because this is what I enjoy doing, and I think it's the future for the sport, for the sponsors. Big thank you to Mark at CI. Obviously, he put a team in this year. He brings all of his local sponsors to all the races. They sit in here in a nice warm environment, look after like a 3-4 hour event, and they're buzzing after it. Like today, doing a signing on, there's people that come from Birmingham. They're like, we love Birmingham. We just booked tickets last minute, my husband, and they come up. So that's what you need, everyone to keep coming and keep pushing everything so we can get more rounds, because it'd be nice to keep doing a few more rounds, get a little bit more money in the bank, and enjoy racing with these boys.
Well, we always want you coming back for Arenacross. Give it up for Jack Brunel. Regards of media questions, I think this time we'll do it a little bit different. We'll talk to all the three, and then we'll open it up at the when we've spoken to all three riders for questions at the end, if that's all right. Second place tonight, second in the championship, so that's actually talk about, but the race win. Conrad Muse on the Crendon Fast Track Honda. Give it up for Conrad. Conrad, that was some ride out there. Considering you're new to this game, you spent the first 2 practice sessions getting used to it, avoiding whoops. You went through them pretty darn good from where I was stood. Talk us through the emotions tonight.
Yeah, that was a cool race. It was I enjoyed it a lot. Again, didn't really get the best of starts. Been struggling a bit on my behalf with them lately, but hopefully we can sort them out pretty quick. I know on the outdoor bike it's not a problem. With this Arenacross gear and it's a little bit more aggressive. So, but no, yeah, overall it was a fantastic night. I wanted to come away with the win tonight and then see where that left us in the championship. I wanted to do everything that I could personally. But unfortunately tonight it was a little bit short. So congratulations to Tommy and the team. But yeah, it was an awesome race. I felt incredible. I'm just a bit frustrated I take so long to get into these tracks. I feel like I need a couple of free practices in the morning, Matt, if that's all right next year. But no, I struggle a little bit in the beginning. Yeah. But no, overall, it was a fantastic night, and we came away with what we wanted to in the end.
It goes a little bit beyond Arenacross, actually, Conrad, doesn't it? Because, you know, you're going to be battling, all you guys, maybe Jack will be sitting out some of the outdoor stuff, but the rest of you are going to be at it outdoors soon. So you've given him something to think about already going into the outdoor season, right?
Yeah, definitely. I've been doing a lot of work on the outdoor stuff in this winter. As I said before on the podium, I've done 3 days of Arenacross practice. 2 of them I rode around the side of the woots because they were too gnarly. So I was pretty happy to get through them tonight. And I feel like that's where the difference was. But yeah, I'm really excited to take it outdoors. Get those long motors back in. But what an incredible series this has been. This is the most fun I've had on a bike in a long time. I really hope, obviously, I get the invitation next year. But yeah, 100% I'll be back. So massive shout out to Matt and the crew. It's been a fantastic couple of months to start the season. And I feel like I'm already halfway through the season. Racing feels normal to me now. So it's usually we only do 1 outdoor race and then into the series. But we've been behind a few gate drops now, so it's been good. And yeah, we're ready to go.
One more time, your winner tonight, second in the championship, Conrad Muse. Okay, and moving on to second tonight. It was enough to get it done. Your 2023 Arenacross UK champion, Tommy Searle on the GTCI Revo Kawasaki. Tommy, well, that was eventful. Talk us through that race, because you were pushing Jack. I said on commentary, I wonder if you're going to stick or you're just going to go for it and go for the race win. Then all of a sudden, the guy next to you creeps up and overtakes her. What was going through your mind at that point?
I got a good start. I was just behind Jack, and with how the track was breaking down, I was following Jack. He was riding a brilliant race, and I settled into Jack's rhythm a little bit more than I should have, like earlier in the night when I managed to get a free track. But I couldn't do much about Jack, really. He was riding great, and then I was quite surprised because I could see Conrad to the right, and the rest of the night he's been struggling. And then I was like, bloody hell, he's catching us up here. And then I was like, I need to get round Jack. And then I tried a couple of times. I couldn't get round him. And then I wasn't coming into the whoops as much speed because Jack was right in front of me. Earlier in the night, I was committing that little bit more, but I couldn't see. And just the lack of commitment from me where I wasn't able to was then making me get sketchy through the whoops. And then I decided to double, and then Conrad come by. But I know how to win a championship and manage a championship. And it's nice to get that one. It means a lot to Kawasaki. It means a lot to my team. I've changed teams, and to get them a win and back on Kawasaki. So keep the championship streak alive.
Already thoughts about next year? I know it's really early, but you kind of said that this could be your last year racing outdoor. This is a very different form of racing. I guess, you've already got one eye on next year. You're already thinking about coming back and retaining your title? Or have you got to sit down with Matt and thrash out some figures?
Matt needs to get his checkbook out. Even bigger. I was trying to tee it up already, but now I've got the championship. He really needs to empty the pocket out. So if I'm back next year, it'll be because he's paid a lot. If I'm not, that's the reason. But in general, it's just good. It's good to be here. I think it's absolutely brilliant. The series is put on. I've loved every minute of it. I'm gutted it's now finished. I feel it's something that, at my age, maybe this will be my last year racing. I feel good though, that's the problem. So as long as I keep feeling good, I didn't expect to be racing this year still. And guys like Conrad, Josh, there's a lot of young people, or not a lot, there's a couple really that are still coming up. And to be able to still beat them, race with them, and most of the time get the better of them in the championship, then why stop? Because I love it so much at the minute.
Well, we certainly want you back for 24. One more time, your champion this year, the Arenacross UK, Tommy Searle. Let's move on to Josh Gilbert. Now, the reason we got Josh up here is also because the Crendon Fast Track Honda team, they've won the team championship. Dave, can we get you up here? We'd like to have a chat with you, if you could sit on the end there as well. Before we speak to Dave, let's speak to Josh. Josh, another rock and roll wild evening from where I was watching. You had good moments, and you had a few little sketchy ones as well. Talk us through this Arenacross experience.
Yeah, it's been a bit up and down for me. Same as Conrad, really. I only had a couple of days practice going into this. Didn't really know what to expect. Conrad's obviously taken to it a little bit quicker than what I have, but we've still come away with a podium at the first round, a win. And I went in for the kill on the last couple corners on Jack to try and get third, but ended up going down and ended up fifth. So I'll take that. First year. Like I say, it's been a lot of learning, but it would be nice if I could come back next year, and I know what to expect now. It's a nice show, it's a great experience, and I think everyone else has enjoyed it just as much as I have.
Yeah, it's certainly refreshing to hear all of you say that you want to come back. First time doing Arenacross. Will you get to a level where you might get a track built down there in Cornwall? It's a long way to travel to go up to Jake Nichols all the time, isn't it? You need your own track.
Yeah, I do actually. I've got a field that I could put it in, so we'll see.
There you go.
But, it would be nice.
You need to get on it. One more time, Josh Gilbert putting together a great tour. And let's speak to the winning team manager, obviously multiple world champion. I don't think you ever won an Arenacross title, Dave. I don't recall you ever doing one of them. I would like to see it.
No.
You did win.
Oh, I did too. Yeah, you're right, mate.
He did. There you go. So you have won one. So you.
I was about 10.
You got all that experience. Dave, you sit there as a proud team manager. You got your 2023 off to a good start. You must be proud of the boys.
Oh, it's been amazing, really. When they both come to me and said they wanted to do it, it wasn't in our plan at all. It wasn't something that we thought about, but they were quite adamant they wanted to have a go, so we put it all together. It's caused a lot of stress in the workshop, but it's been well worth it. The effort they've put in. Tommy's a great champion. He proved again, like he said, he does enough. He gets there. Jack has been amazing. In fact, they all have. The racing, I thought, all the way through has been nothing short of brilliant. The show's been excellent. And we're really happy to be associated with the series.
As a team manager for, obviously, Honda, a major manufacturer, what does the Arenacross bring to you in putting together a team?
It brings a lot more for our partners. You know, we've got some great partners in Crendon, True 7, Hitachi, Fly. You know, we've got some great partners with us. And it just gives them an opportunity to come, be involved, watch the boys race in a great environment, and possibly bring their guests along. Something that outdoors is sometimes hit and miss. So, you know, what we know, what we get here is the same week in and week out. So it's been a great exercise.
It's been great having you one more time. The winning team, Crendon Fast Track Honda team. Okay, we've got a few journalists. Ben, have you got any questions? If so, do you want to grab the mic?
Main question really for Tommy first off. You seem to be quite focused on those bonus points at the start of the night, which just sort of gave you a little bit more comfort zone come the main event. Is that something you've been focusing on the whole season, or was it just mainly tonight that you thought that was going to be an extra bonus?
No, not really the whole season, but tonight, yeah, because it's important, you know, it comes down to it. I knew that, you know, if I was Conrad in that position, then I would have thought, I want to get that bonus point, because so you're not in a position that he was in tonight. You know, if he'd have won the race and he'd have got that bonus point this morning, he'd have been champion. So I knew I didn't want him to get it. So I know he might be slow in the first practice, but then second practice, some weeks he's so fast. So it was important for me to get that. And then I thought, then I had a couple of good heat races, so I got another one. And it's just managing a championship. You know, it's good to. It was a little thing. I felt good coming in a championship position. I always sort of can rise to the occasion, and I made that happen early on, which made my night a lot easier. So it was just one of those. But throughout the year, I wasn't really thinking points. Do you know? Even when me and Conrad come together at the one round in Scotland, I lost a lot of points that night, and but I could have also probably pushed harder when I did get taken down. I know I got a fifth on the night, but I could have quite easily got a fourth. Do you know, if I was just a bit pissed off after the bike was bent. But when you think over the championship, those little moments matter. Do you know? And but it come down to tonight. Happy to get the win. It's great racing, Conrad, as it is Jack, and I'm just happy. Yeah, nice to get nice title to have.
Nice one. And Conrad, I saw you had a quick look round after you took the checkered flag there, and not sure if I did see the head drop or not. So did you know that the championship was sort of gone and you just wanted to make a statement anyway, or what were your thoughts about that through the race?
I was hoping he was going to get a little front end tuck in the last turn, to be honest. I was hoping he was going to tuck the front and that be it. But no, I didn't know. I mean, obviously, I think even if he still finished third, we would have tied on points, but he would have won with the win. So, I kind of knew it was pretty much done, but I mean, I didn't really, just looking behind, because with Arenacross, you never know. Like, it can go down to that last jump, so you can never know. So I was just looking behind the check, but yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. I could have been better in a lot of areas in this series. But yeah, it's all learning, and I'll bring it next year.
Nice one. And last question for Matt, if it's possible. Matt, I think we spoke after the press conference in Birmingham, and you said you've still got ideas of maybe having an international element to it, or even
don't start
separate. Or any more thoughts on that, or not really?
I'd love to. I talked to a lot of people in other countries about doing Arenacross, but I don't know. If the opportunity came, I would absolutely. You have loads of conversations with people in Saudi Arabia and so on, taking events over there, but that's all you end up doing is having loads of conversations. So, anyway, no. I'm happy with the UK at the minute. If it stays here, I'm good with it.
Nice one. Thanks, Matt. Anyone else?
Well, there you go, folks. One more time, put your hands together for all our amazing athletes, team managers. That is a wrap on the Arenacross 2023 tour. Everybody watching around the world, thanks for tuning in. That basically concludes our press conference. And now I think it's time for a drink. There we go, everybody. Thanks for all your support. We'll see you again next year.